Hello everyone. Today let us start with micturition. So micturition is nothing but the act of passing urine. Okay. So micturition is the process by which urine is voided off from your urinary bladder. So it is a reflex process. Okay. So how that is reflex means, so whenever the bladder is full, the information will be sent to your brain and you will follow a particular pace for urination. So however, in group of children and adults, it can be controlled by voluntarily to some extent. So the functional anatomy and nerve supply of the urinary bladder are essential for the process of micturition. So in infants, that is a newborn babies and younger children, so accumulation of urine in the bladder will be activated the stretch receptors in the bladder while generating a sensory afferent, that is afferent impulses that are transmitted to the spinal cord. So where a spinal reflex is initiated. So this stimulates the involuntary contraction of the retrosal muscle and relaxation of the internal urethral sphincter, and it expels the urine from the bladder. Okay, so this is how, so the information is not going to the brain, so hence the infants and the younger children, they are voiding of the urine without their knowledge. Okay, so when the we person are growing up, so when the bladder control is established after grown up, the micturition reflex is still stimulated, but the sensory impulses also passes upwards to the brain, and there is awareness to need to the pass for the urine will be filled. Okay, so by learned and conscious effort, okay, by the learning from the surroundings and the conscious effort of the person, so contraction of the external urethral sphincter and muscles of the pelvic floor cannot inhibit the micturition until it's convenient to pass the urine. Okay, so urination can be assisted by increasing the pressure within the pelvic cavity. So this can be achieved by lowering the diaphragm, which is a layer between your thoracic and abdominal cavity, and contracting the abdominal muscles. So over distension of the bladder is extremely painful. So when this occurs, there is a tendency for involuntary relaxation of the external sphincter to occur, allowing a small amount of urine to escape. So provided there is no mechanical obstruction. Okay, so incontinence, it is the voluntary loss of urine after bladder control has been established. That is, without our knowledge, if a small quantity of urine is leaked out without the bladder control, sorry, it is called as incontinence. Okay, so this is the mechanism, so the nerve control. Okay, so the first diagram, so here when the bladder is full, okay, so this nerve impulses will go to your spinal cord. It is in case of infancy. Okay, so the information will be afferent nerves will carry the information to your spinal cord. So then what will happen means the spinal cord will decide. Okay, then it will sense the efferent neurons, efferent impulses to the bladder, and which will cause urination in the infancy. But in case of matured adults and the higher grown people, so the information will go to the spinal cord, the afferent impulses will go to the spinal cord, then it will go to your cerebral cortex, where you can have your knowledge about urination, and this will send impulses to your bladder to contract the muscles for urination. Okay, so this is how the urination between the infants and adults will vary. Okay, so with this we can stop our topic today. So I just want to do you one thing, please prepare a test, okay, on the structure of kidneys. Okay, so we will have a test. Okay, so take care, bye bye.